Are you ready to party rock? Right now, everyone has been talking about generative AI. But the question that I often get from you, the developer, is what can I actually build with generative AI? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 apps that will provide you a glimpse into what's truly possible with generative AI. And get this, all of the apps I'm going to show you have been built with none other than generative AI. Mind-blowing, I know, but don't worry, I got you. My name is Dwan Lightfoot. I'm a developer advocate here at AWS, and I'll be your developer's guide on this journey. All of the apps we'll be building today were built using Party Rock, which is an Amazon Bedrock playground that allows you to learn about prompt engineering and build experimental generative AI apps. Now, if you want to know more about how to get started with Party Rock, I'll leave a link here where my great friend Mike Chambers covers how to get started with Party Rock. Now, let's take a look at our first app. I don't know about you, but I love certifications because they help me increase my skills, and they also have had a huge impact on my career, but that's for another video. What this app does, it allows you to select the right certification based on your career goals. It also builds a study plan based on the amount of allotted time that you want to use to prepare for the certification. So how does this work? Well, under the hood, we have a user input that is actually a prompt. Here, I want to learn about AWS Cloud Networking. I pass that in for my user input. That is sent as a prompt to our large language model. In this example, we're using the Anthropic Claude Instance model, and you can notice here the prompt that we're actually using. Now, the response from the large language model is going to be a list of certifications that actually align with our career goals. And this is awesome because now I have an idea of what certification I should actually focus on to get me aligned with what I want to learn on AWS. So from there, I decide on the certification. The certification I decide on is the AWS Certified Advanced Networking Specialty certification because I want to learn it all. Now, after deciding on my certification, I then enter the amount of time that I want to spend to prepare for the certification. Here, notice that I enter 6 months. These prompts or user inputs are sent as a prompt to the LLM. And notice here that the 2 user inputs that are being sent to the large language model, again, we're using the Anthropic Claude Instance model. And now from there, the response from the LLM is going to be a plan that we can use for month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, and month 6 to prepare for the certification. But that's not all. This app also comes with an assistant instructor that we can ask additional questions to help us build more context as we prepare for our certification. So here, let's say I want to ask it, will I learn about the Amazon VPC with this certification? I send that prompt to the LLM, and it will send us a response letting us know that yes, as you prepare for the certification, you will learn about the Amazon VPC, which is awesome. App number 2 is a Japanese to English translator. Now, I'm a developer advocate, and sometimes as a developer advocate, we like to reuse pieces of content or content in general. Well, I ran into a situation where I needed to present on Party Rock, and rather than creating a whole bunch of new slides and a whole bunch of new text for those slides, I tried to find slides that were reusable. Well, in this instance, here's what I did. I found slides, and this time the slides were actually in Japanese. I can't read that, maybe you can, and if you can, let me know in the comment section below. Now, since I can't read the text, and I didn't know anybody that could tell me what the text actually said, I decided to try using generative AI to translate this text, and specifically Party Rock. So the app that I developed, Japanese to English Translator, was developed using a simple prompt. The prompt says translate the Japanese language into English. Once I did that, I have a user input that is passed to a prompt that's sent to a large language model. In this instance, we're using the Anthropic Claude model. Now, if we come back to our slides, I copied the text from the slides, I enter in my user input, and then from there, that user input is sent as a prompt to our large language model, and our text is now translated from Japanese to English. I didn't even know the large language model could do that. I don't even know if it's supported, but you can try it out. Let me know if it works for you. What are your thoughts? Is it accurate? Is it not? Because whenever you're using these large language models, you should always verify for accuracy. So what I did was I checked the AWS documentation to ensure whatever the responses were accurate and I can use them in my slides. Okay, for app number 3, we have text rewriter. I don't know about you, but I write a lot of documents, I write a lot of emails, and sometimes I need to ensure that they're written in the business format or business style when I send those emails. So here what we have is a user input where we actually enter our text. Here I want to send an email in regards to Party Rock and letting people know I'll catch them after the holidays. The style that I want to write it in is going to be business, and then from there, this is sent as a prompt to the large language model. And here we're using the Claude large language model. We send that as a prompt, and now our text is rewritten in a more business style, more professional style that we can actually send in our email. This is very helpful for the day-to-day. This is a real great experimental app that you can build for yourself using generative AI. Okay, number 4, we have a proof writing assistant. Here, what we want to focus on is readability, clarity, structure, and overall quality of our text without rewriting or changing the style or the tone or any of the grammar in our text. We just want to keep everything basically the same, but make sure it's readable and clear when it's written. Now, what we do here is we enter our user input, we pass that in, and that's sent as a prompt to our large language model, which again is going to be the Anthropic Claude instance model. And notice this is our prompt here that's being sent. I'll close that out. And now we have our response that is written to be readable and clear, but it doesn't change the tone or the style of our writing. For me, as a developer advocate, again, as I write blogs and I make content, I want my content to be clear. I want it to keep the same quality and style that I like without changing any of the things that I don't like or sounding not like I wrote it. Now for our 5th app, we have AWS's own Dr. Werner Vogel's t-shirt designer. He presented this at reInvent 2023, and I thought it was pretty cool. I got a couple friends that have t-shirt businesses, and they're always trying to come up with new design ideas for the t-shirts. So what this app does is it takes a description of your t-shirt idea. Here, I'm gonna describe my t-shirt as a family of puppies on the beach. It takes that description and then sends it to the large language model Jurassic Ultra 2 to get a description, a detailed description of your shirt, and then it takes that as a prompt and it sends that to the Stable Diffusion large language model and then generates an image based off your user input. And here we have a puppy on the beach. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna use this app and I'm gonna get a t-shirt design and I'm gonna rock it to reInvent 2024. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Now, if you all are building generative AI apps or you are using Party Rock, let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to the AWS Developers YouTube channel, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.